Hello. Well, today we're gonna discuss a topic about calculus and we're gonna see a little bit about what is an integral. So, an integral is a mathematical object used and capable to interpret an area, volume, central points, and other useful thing when it's over a curve. Well, this over here is an integral symbol. Now, what does this symbol with an S shape means? The symbol for the integral is an S because of the sum of all the slices of the area you want to get. After putting the symbol that represents the integral, the function we want to integrate is added, and finally at the end we add dx because it is directionated to the x following these steps. After we integrate the function, a c is always added to the answer because it is the constant of the integration. It's like the derivative of 2x. Since it is not known, the derivative we integrate is 2ac. To an integration, there exist different formulas and rules of applications we can know. These are some of them. We can find some basic and more complex rules in this paper right here. Now, let's follow to an example for you to understand better what I just explained. In here we can see example number 1, and I'll just make a little pause so you can see what I just did in this example. Now, I'll explain later, but this is example number 2. Take a look at this, please. And now, an integration applied in the real life is like filling a bottle full of water. The rate in which the water is added can be represented with 1. Meanwhile, the volume of the tank increases, represented as an x. So, trying to understand better the following examples, the symbol dx, called the differential of the variable x, indicates that the variable integration is of course x. If a function has an integral, it is said to be integrable. The points a and b are called the limits of the integral. In an integral where the limits are specified is called a definite integral, just as the one we just saw. Here is a simple example about integrals. Here we can see the dx, the integral will be x squared plus c. But if we see carefully, we can see that the derivative of x squared is 2x. So an integral is basically just the opposite of a derivative, in where 2x would be x squared plus c. That is just what we discussed at the beginning of the presentation. Now here is just a little graph I wanted to add just for you to see how can be integrals represented in a time or in a chart.